Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. We've got the visitors facing the home team. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Here's Ayton. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
A nice rhythm jump shot for Kevin Durant. How many of those do you think he's taken in his lifetime? Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
It's George on the wing. Back to Jackson. The three. Reed with the rebound. Outside Young. Pass to Grimes. There's the three. First shot won't go.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
That one drops for him.
Now you see Paul George stay strong and committed with the basketball, totally focused on finishing.
Doris, we've heard Paul George get a lot of praise from the next generation of NBA talent.
We sure have, and it's easy to see why, Brian. This guy is fundamentally sound. He does a little bit of everything, can shoot with range, can get off the bounce. His game is so polished and smooth, worthy of emulation. You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Outside Durant. Over Holmgren. Durant, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Longhorns. They trail by 1. Out to the wing. An open look for Reed. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
Jackson, the screen. Here's George. 6 to shoot. Back to Aiden. Down low. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, the length and athleticism of DeAndre Ayton make that an easy opportunity.
All right, let's kick it over to Allie, who had a chance to talk with head coach Brian Keefe.
Facing off with Paul George tonight, I asked them what makes PG such a special player. Coach said, quote, well, he has a huge effect on the game. Paul can shut down your best scorer on one end and then put up 30 or 40 on the other. Tough to beat that. Paul George, he will have a lot to say about this one, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. In transition, here they come. You can't hit that time. To the wing, right side. Here's Grimes. And he jams it home with authority.
Wow, that's a big-time power play by Quentin Grimes. Nice finish.
Ball outside. Now Jackson. The three is up. Hits a three-pointer.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
Here's Grimes. On the wing, Durant. Reed sets a screen. Here's Grimes. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
The instincts of KD on display right there. He sees the entire floor. I think it's an underrated aspect of his game.
To the left wing. And stolen by Durant. Outside Young. Pass to Grimes. Outside Durant. Here's Grimes. Shot clock at 5. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Grimes has got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Holmgren with it. And Durant with the block.
It's pretty hard to shoot over a 9-foot standing reach. KD send him back.
Here's Texas with the ball. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Pass to O'Neal. Fires from the line. Good. He hits the jumper. Durant's got 5 now.
One of the most efficient two-point shooters in the history of the game, Kevin Durant from the mid-range.
Counted from distance.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Grimes. Lets the three fly. Now here's George. Reed with the rebound. Up top, Young. Here's O'Neal. Tie game, and some big points being put on the board as we wrap up the first. Let's take a quick break, and then
the visiting team, 17.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what stands out to you from Texas in this one?
I really like the attitude they displayed here early on.
They're working together so well, and there's a level of certainty that comes from trusting one another.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Young with it. And the 18-footer right on the mark. He's got 5.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing. Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trey is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. Pass to Durant. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
And Doris, when you think about Kevin Durant, certainly a prolific scorer, that's not the whole story.
What I love the most, I think, BA, about Kevin Durant is how much he loves playing the game of basketball. His availability is never in question as long as there is some measure of health. The work he puts in consistently. Anyone who's ever seen his routine, teammates, coaches, front office staff, they are in awe of the commitment to his craft.
To the inside. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, nice finish from Naz Reid. That's the kind of play that can give your team a spark.
To the right side. Now George. He has 6. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Outside Young. Pass to O'Neal. On the wing, Durant. 4 on the clock. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Now it's a 6-point Texas lead.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
Outside Reed. Fires for 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Screen by Durant. There's Young with the 3. That one doesn't drop. Ball looks over the floor. Ayton with a screen. To the paint. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, look at the fluidity in the screen and roll. DeAndre Ayton, so good at taking what he sees in these sets.
Here's Young on the take. And he converts the layup. Young's got 7 points. And every team is looking for length on their roster.
Yeah, the reason, BA, is because of the quality and skill of shooting. Guys are coming across half court, and they can shoot the basketball at 35 feet. The reason you need length is there's more area to cover. Increasingly, Brian, it's getting harder and harder to play as an undersized guard in this league.
Back to Durant. They double-team Durant. Pass to Grimes. And that comes off the assist by Durant. 12 points for him.
Oh, I love that answer from 3 from Quentin Grimes. Big-time response.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And here's George. 9 points in the game. Inside. And rejected. On the wing, Durant. Natase with a screen. Pass to Grimes. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Young. Fearless from Young inside. 1:10 left in the first half. Jackson with it. Right wing. The three from Ayton. O'Neal pulls it in. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Over to the wing. Young looking over the floor. Trey quick on the take. Can't get it to fall.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Lets it fly. No good with a jumper from the wing.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's George. He's got 9. Pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
The visiting team, 33.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Young has got the ball here for Texas. They lead by 1. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
George for 3. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. George has got 12 points.
Paul George's shooting form is just so pretty. This guy has the ability to make shots so easy.
Here's Young. Here's Grimes. From outside, off the mark. George with it. O'Neal covers. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on O'Neal.
Well, you have to respect the career of Paul George. He has faced at one point a career-ending injury. He keeps battling to get back on the floor through constant injury.
And Naz Reid has proven to be a matchup nightmare for opposing big men, Doris.
He has, B.A., and the reason is he's bigger and stronger than most 4 men. Traditional 5s are too slow to stay with him. He can space you out to the three-point line, or he can punish you on the inside. Naz has got big-time games.
He drops it from range. He's got 7.
Well, this is the value of Naz Reid, a center who can shoot it with great consistency from range. Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Pass to Grimes. Takes it inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Durant has the open look. And Ayton pulls it down.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
They retain possession. Now here's George. Second shot opportunity. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
Outside Young. Pass to Grimes. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Away team ball.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to George. For 3. And that's collected by Trae Young. Texas trails by 4. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Ball with the rebound. George outside. Beyond the arc. That doesn't go either for George.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And so they foul intentionally.
Personal foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Outside Young. Outside Durant. To end the drought.
And the defense simply wasn't there in the first half. They sure are now.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And Kevin Durant is arguably the greatest scoring forward ever. What makes KD so incredible, Doris?
BA, this game better go into triple overtime if I've got to list everything that makes this guy special. Size, elite shooting, ability to handle the ball at 7 feet, put it on the deck, get past, finish in traffic, rebound. You need me to guard every single position on the defensive end? I can do that. I could go on all night. How much time we got, BA?
One of the all-time greats, Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Pure from 3-point range.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
Screen by Durant. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
1:43 left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Durant. 3-pointer.
Well, not only is he a tremendous athlete, but Paul George is a terrific positional defender. He just uses that body so well to contest shots.
There's Young with the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. George peels it out a bit. There's a screen. Back to Ayton. Texas with a rebound. Right side Young. Back to Durant. From outside the arc. And again no good by Texas.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And timeout is called by Brian Keaton. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. There's 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Young. He's got 9. Pass to Durant. Here's the 3. Outside Young. Stolen by Ball. On the break. And Ball throws it down.
A menace defensively. Ball with the steal. The bucket. Just a great few seconds there.
Here's Young. And again, no good by Texas. George for three. Kevin Durant with a rebound. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. George with it.
Longhorns foul. Quentin Grimes. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ball.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best.
And that one falls for Ball. And so Ball nails both of them. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Longhorns. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Grimes. Outside Durant. Screen by O'Neal. From the high post. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Kevin Durant has absorbed a big-time scoring role everywhere he's been. This guy is so special offensively.
To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Durant. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Texas trails by 10. Hoop poked away. Ball with a steal. And Ball throws it down.
This is how you execute in transition. Ball beating everyone to the spot.
Over to the left wing. Here's Grimes. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Now George. Ayton with a screen. To the wing on the left. And it's Holmgren missing. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. And here is Young. Three-pointer. Grimes' shot is off.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from three is not the answer. Oh, Paul George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nicely done.
Here's Young. Outside Durant. Takes a three. That one no good.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Texas trails by 11. And there's the screen. Pass to O'Neal. From downtown. And Ayton pulls it down. George with the bucket. George has got 13 in the second half.
You've allowed Paul George to lock in and get his rhythm. Now you better start to stop him.
Back to Young. The kick to Durant. Reed sets a screen. All alone. And that one's good. Durant's got 4.
Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor. His scoring line, proof of him getting to the efficiency we always look to.
To the left side wing. The three from Holmgren. Sinks it from distance.
3 points.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Out left to the wing. Reed for three. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
2 minutes.
George outside. Driving to the basket. Pass to Holmgren. This one for three. Reed with the rebound. Texas trails by 11. Now O'Neal. Back to Durant. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter here. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. George for three. Here's Grimes. For three, O'Neal. Outside Durant. Screen by Young. Durant's shot is off. And the layup is good off the glass. George has got 24 points.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Longhorns. Launches a three. Durant's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Jackson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So the road team gets the W in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road.